What's going on, everyone? Tayler Kyles here for CLNS Media, here with Patriots rookie guard Layden Robinson, who had himself a monster opening day. Been getting love from coaches, players. First of all, Layden, give me your favorite memory from your first game and your first win in the NFL.
I could just say my favorite memory of everything was just running out there on the field, for the first time. That was pretty big for me because I just ran out on the field with guys that I know that cared about me and I just cared about us as a whole as a team, and that's just a great feeling to know that you're going to war with great people that got your back regardless of win or losses.
Absolutely. And one of those felt like when you guys were in the huddle, I heard they were saying take him to the hill because the conditioning, it was good for you guys, wasn't so good for them. What was that like? You mentioned the camaraderie, knowing that those guys have your back, but you also have the confidence to go out and run the same play 4 times to close out the game.
Well, that was just one of those moments where it just clicked for us because, you do remember that, like, it clicked in my head whenever they were sending in the huddle, and I was like, oh, man, that means we got to finish. So that was just a great moment. That was a moment that, like one of those unsung moments that you like, oh, well, hey, we've been training for this moment, especially the first game of the season. We've been conditioning, working our butts off, working our tails off at training camp. So this is the payoff that we got to do. So let's just finish the game, and that's what we did.
Now, in college, you were in one of the toughest divisions in college football, SEC. A lot of guys obviously go from the NFL here. Obviously, you made your first career start, did a good job, clearly trained you guys pretty well. But what was the biggest difference for you going from the SEC and then going up against NFL competition in live game action?
I'll just say the biggest difference for me was just the teams. Like, just going in there and then you just see, like, you got on a different color jersey. It's a different environment. It's a different stadium. And also the key big difference is, just the players that you've seen on television, growing up. And now you're going against this person. And now it's a professionalism, respect for them. Like, you got to get after them like they're trying to get after you. I could just say that's the biggest difference.
Or some players on the Bengals who you saw and maybe you were a little starstruck or just like, wow, I'm actually lining up against these guys.
It really wasn't like a starstruck moment. It was just like one of those moments where, I'm here now, and I got to hold myself like a professional because I got guys that's dependent on me, and it's just highly competitive. Like, that's when a moment like your idols become your rivals. In that moment, it really wasn't a starstruck moment. It was like, all right, let's go to work and let me test myself against these great guys that made a name for themselves.
That's a pro's pro answer right there. All right, let me get the rest of these. Now, what's it been like working between stalwarts and proven veterans like David Andrews and Mike Onwenu? And David Andrews has had a lot of good things to say about you on his podcast to us. Clearly, he likes what he's seen from you.
It's a blessing just being between those two guys, man. Like, I even talked about it last week after the game. A reporter came to me after the game. I said, being between Mike and DA is a huge blessing. It's just a lot of experience between them two. Especially, Mike is like the guy that's like, hey, just play a game, go out there and have fun, and just relax. It's just football at the end of the day. DA is kind of like that father figure guy because, he's that older guy, and he always makes sure that I'm good, and he holds me responsible and accountable, and, that's what a rookie need, and I need that. And it's just great, him, like, he winning 3 Super Bowls and playing with the GOAT. So it's just amazing that that God has blessed me to be between these two guys on the line. So, I get to learn and I get to improve every single day.
It's been fun to watch you guys working together. Now you don't usually see linemen finish blocks the way you do. I know it's been going around. You're knocking these dudes down, the snatch trap, also just in the run game, bullying guys. Has that always been part of your game? Where did that come from, and when did it click for you that, I can really be out here bullying these boys?
Well, that's a big thing of offensive line play. I take it back to watching Larry Allen. For all those years, that's my favorite interior offensive lineman. Always will be RIP to Larry Allen. But in college, that was my MA in high school. When I got up to college, I was trying to learn the technical side, and you kind of stir away from a little bit, trying to focus too much, all right, let me do this, let me do the technique wise. But it all changed when Coach Dodds came in. He changed it for me, and he just got that. He just implanted in my head like finish, become a finisher. He's always said that it's a lost art in this game now to be a finisher, and I take pride in that because that's one thing that he taught me. He always taught me to be a finisher, be different. What's going to make you pop out on tape? And, that's all kudos to him and kudos to God and, kudos to me for working my butt off at it. And I am a finisher, and I pride myself on that, and I'm not going to give up on any single play. Every single play, I'm going to go hard. I'm going to give my all, win, lose. Absolutely. I'm going hard.
Support us and sign up at Prize Picks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS or download the app today and use code CLNS and get $50 instantly when you play $5.
playing long and using your length and using your leverage and just the strike system. It's like, a lot of people when they hear it, they like, oh, what's a strike system? But it comes into play once you get it down and once you understand it, it helps you tremendously. Every strike is for each block, run or pass. So you just got to learn how to use them. And I'm still learning how to use them, and I'm just going to keep getting better and better at it.
Keyman, all right, to close out, what's one thing you'd like to work on based on last week's game, and what was your favorite block from the game?
I can say I just want to work on everything still. There was a lot of inconsistency in my play. Even though I feel like I still had a solid debut. I feel like I still did good, but I'm definitely not satisfied with that. I know I could play way better than I played. I just want to work on everything. Running pass, I want to work on, staying square, making sure, I keep my punches long, I connect my punches. In the run game, my hat placement, I really want to work on my hat placement because, that's very important too. Got caught up on that when I remember that play. It's, you tend to remember the bad plays more than the good. So I just want to get better on those little things, and that's my focus this week. But I could say my favorite block from the game, I have a lot to choose from, but I just feel like majority of the good ones. Those were my favorite blocks for the game. I don't have one that just pinpoint out because I critique myself a lot, but just all the good ones that I had. I'll say those were my best blocks.
Like your kids, you can't pick the favorite one. They're all special, right? Layden, thank you so much for your time. Support us and sign up at Prize Picks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS or download the app today and use code CLNS and get $50 instantly when you play $5.